Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah. Now, I want you to imagine the aftermath of a car crash, the chaos, the confusion, the urgency to clear the scene. But what happens next, and how does it affect us, the victims? Now, after the debris is swept away and the scene quiets down, an often overlooked but crucial part of the process is the fate of the wrecked vehicle. It's not just about removing a damaged car from the road. It's about assessing, repairing, or in many cases declaring it a total loss. The role of the insurance company, the following decisions, and even biohazard cleanup all play a part in determining what happens to that vehicle. Today, we're going to continue diving into the critical steps following a serious crash, revealing how insurance companies decide a vehicle's fate and surprising journey that many damaged cars take afterwards, from being auctioned for parts to possibly reappearing on the road with a rebuilt title. This process is more complex and impactful than most people realize. So let's explore what happens to these vehicles and considerations that come with them, especially when lives are lost or seriously affected by a crash. Now, when a crash occurs, cleaning the site, of course, is just the first step. But what happens to the wrecked vehicle? This is where the insurance company takes over, determining its fate through damage assessment, repair, or total loss, which in my case, well, it was in pieces. Dennis Rodriguez Abeta Jr. was going 136 miles per hour when he hit a parked car. He didn't slow down, so there wasn't anything left. But for other people, their loved ones' cars, there might be salvageable, and you need to know what happens. Now, vehicle assessment. An insurance adjuster evaluates the car's damage immediately after the accident. I'm going to say crash. Because when a drunk driver hits somebody, it's not an accident. He deliberately got or she deliberately got into that car and driven. So let's call it a crash. The assessment includes estimating the cost of repairs and determining if the vehicle is worth fixing. Repairs or total loss. Well, repairs. If the damage is relatively minor, the insurance company will approve the cost, and the vehicle is sent to a repair shop to be restored. Now, that's scary there, to think that the car is going to be restored and somebody else buys it, and not knowing that somebody died in that car. Now, it can also be kept in an impound lot if there is a court trial, and then sold to somebody unexpectedly. Now, the biohazard cleaning may also be necessary. You can just imagine what is in that car. Blood and bodily fluids are present, which increases the repairs cost. I know that's hard to think of, and it's hard for me too, but it's a fact of life. Now, total loss. The damage is extensive or the repairs cost more than the car's market value. The vehicle is declared a total loss. Now, here's a little bit where it's tricky. Now, the owner is compensated for the car's value minus any deductibles. Now, the owner of the car. The car is then considered a salvage vehicle. Now, who the owner is it the company that has the paperwork on the car, the title? Or is it the person who actually is driving it, who is making the payments? I believe it is the people that own the car, has the title to it, will get that money. Now, Salvage title and auction. This is scary here. Cars declared a total loss receive a salvage title, salvage title, indicating that they were involved in a serious accident. Now, serious accident means to me fatality now, but in the past it would not have been. The insurance company typically sells the car at a salvage auction or directly to a salvage yard. These vehicles are often bought for parts or may be repaired and resold with a much lower market value. Biohazard considerations. Now, this is where specialized cleaning is required for vehicles involved in severe crashes with biohazards like bodily fluids, which means I would say all of them. These vehicles may still be sold at auctions, but you have a hazmat team or biohazard cleanup cost, or people come in to clean up that car or that vehicle. Now, of course, the presence of biohazard can also affect resale potential, but how do you know? Repair and resale. Some cars sold at auction may be repaired and given a rebuilt title. However, vehicles with the rebuilt titles often sell for less due to their crash history. Buyers may be wary of their safety and reliability. But I hate to say this, but I don't think many of us think about that whenever we buy a used car. Now, salvage for parts. If the vehicle is too damaged to be repaired, salvage yards will dismantle it and sell usable parts. But it's still, those parts are in somebody else's car, which is kind of unnerving. Like I said, in my case, I don't think anything can be saved. Perhaps the tires. I don't know. High demand components like engines, transmissions, catalytic converters can be valuable, even if the rest of the car is scrapped. Believe me, the engine, the transmission, catalytic converter in my son's car was totally gone. When you are hit by a drunk driver going 136 miles per hour and you are stopped and they didn't even slow down, there's not much left. Recycling. If the car is beyond repair, what's left is often recycled. The remaining metal frame is crushed and reused, ensuring minimal waste and promoting environmental responsibility. But then too, again, it will probably end up in another car. I don't know what you think about that, but kind of a little bit unnerving. Every step following a car crash, from crime scene cleanup to vehicle disposal, yes, it is crime scene cleanup. In the future, I will have a person who does crime scene to come in and talk to you. It's carefully managed to ensure safety, environmental sustainability, and financial fairness. Insurance companies play a crucial part or role in determining whether a vehicle is repaired or deemed a total loss, while biohazard considerations and salvage decisions impact the car's ultimate fate. I don't know about how you feel, but this is something I never even thought of. And I cannot imagine buying a used car and finding out later that it was rebuilt and that somebody had passed away in it or possibly even murdered in it. And I'm sitting in that same seat. I just can't imagine that. But I have bought many used cars in the past, so it's a possibility that I had. I am Sara Raney. I am the mother of Dr. Kenley Gene Raney, who lost his life January 25th, 2019, in Lubbock, Texas, due to a drunk driver by the name of Dennis Rodriguez Cepeda Jr., who is now serving in prison. And this is why I can say his name. And I'm going to keep him in prison. Thank you.